Hi everyone, I'm Tiffy and I'm an Independent Color Street Stylist, and today I'm going to do a new manicure using two separate sets. This is called, what is this one called? Raspberry Jam. It is a jelly. This one is not currently available on the website, but if you have any of the jellies that have been released since spring from either the sweet stuff collection or even the So Jelly collection, they'll pair with this, you know, with whatever I'm going to do, or you could use a solid. This is Aloha Spirit, and this is, let me get the bigger one. This is a French, and it has glitter on it. It does come with Clear as Day to put over the top, but I don't know if I'm going to use the Clear as Day today. I might use just this afterwards. This is one of my favorite top coats. This OPI plumping top coat. And before I started, I had like a little kind of like tear in my nails, so I used a nail repair kit, but then I also on all my nails put this Color Street nail strengthener on it. So I like it. If you do use it, or you use any kind of a base coat, which is not needed, but if you do use any type of a base coat, just keep in mind that once you put your strip down, it is not going to pull back up. So if you're new and you have a little trouble, like if you don't have anything in your nails and your nails are totally naked, if this goes down and you don't like the placement, before you like push, you can pull it back up and move it. But if you have like already a layer down, it's pretty difficult to actually do that. So what I wanted to do, and I hope these are not super sheer, is what I'm hoping for. So we're gonna, here, let's get these guys out of the way. Y'all move up here. Okay. I wanted to do something bright and summery. And out of the new jellies collection, I actually ended up selling all my new jellies. So I had to use one of the sets from the first jelly collection that came out in the spring. This is a really pretty shade. The jellies are, you know, sheer. I just wanted you to know that. So if you did not know that, jellies are sheer. You can play with them. You can change sets. They're basically can be worn alone or as an overlay. I think that they're fun, and they give you like a whole new kind of like, you can make like a jelly sandwich where you put one jelly down and then you put maybe something else and then something over the top of it, like a different type of a glitter. You can change stuff. I don't know, I think it's really cool. Oh, I can't get that little piece off. Come on, dude. He's like really stuck to my skin. Okay, come on. Okay. I wanted to do something bright because I had just taken off kind of a pastel set, and oh, I mean, as beautiful as it was, I was like, I kind of want something a little more, you know, a little more. Let's just do this one because I want to see before I continue on how how this looks, you know. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Oh yeah, see that? Oh, I'm not even in, it's a little bit blurry, I don't know. Oh, I wrinkled it. I was looking at the phone instead of paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, so this is what it will look like when it's all done. Yeah, pretty much like any of them, any of the jellies that you have. I was looking, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do like the blue raspberries that I wanted to do originally, and then I was like, well, I guess I'm not doing that because I sold it and I forgot I sold it, and I was like, oh. So the blue raspberry is really, really, really pretty blue. It is like that blue right in there. I do have blueberry, the blueberry one from the first release, but I kind of just like the pink a little more, you know? It's a little more bold and fun, and I kind of like that a little more. I gotta get myself one of those little mini trash cans. I have like a little cart on that website, Temu, you guys know? And it is, ooh, it's got one of those little silicone kind of like crafting trash cans. If you do what I just did and you have a base coat on, be real careful when you pull it up because it will tear your strip. So I did figure out if I cut it with those scissors that I have, I can save the other half of the strip or use the other half. I didn't bring my scissors in here though. So I did figure out that I could do that pretty easily, but it makes it like a longer video, just because of I'm not, you know, quick at it yet. You know what I mean? I did a Pride Mani with the set, with the Love set that came out. You know, the one this year, the guys that had the rainbows on it and the purple. I did that in my VIP and I put a little stickers on it. Marie from Rainbow Nails by Marie sent me some little nail stickers and I put them, some little flowers and love. Oh my gosh, that is such a pretty color. Yeah, so today is actually the last day to get jellies, but when you guys watch this, that So Jelly collection will be gone. So I hope they do jellies for, I don't know if you guys liked the jellies or you didn't or you missed out, but I kind of hope they do some for Halloween. How do you guys feel about that? Or Halloween. The whole season to me is Halloween. Fall. That's what I meant to say. For fall. Yeah, pretty much the first day of fall on, to me is just Halloween season, so yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is really like, that one went on much better than the other one. The other one, I was kind of looking at the phone, the video in the phone, and it, I should have brought my little scissors. I'm probably gonna get some more of this Aloha Spirit because I think it's really cool and I want to use it with a whole bunch of different, like do a bunch of different stuff with it. If you wanted to use like the entire strip, you know, you would just cut it the best you can to like fit your nail shape, or you could just stick the whole thing on like that and then kind of use like an orange stick to pull it off. You could do that too. I am not the best at that type of cleanup. These are stiffer than a normal glitter, in my opinion. These have a little more stiffness to them, almost the same way like Clear as Day has. If you've ever worn Clear as Day over anything, then you'll know. Man, that's so pretty. And honestly, you guys, with the length of some of my nails, I don't know if some of these strips would be like cutting it pretty close. You know what I mean? Doing a whole nail like that and tucking it underneath, because I like to tuck it underneath. So I think my nails might be just a tad bit too long now for me to do the, which is unfortunate because if I really like to save some of this stuff. Oh my gosh, speaking of saving stuff. Okay, so one of the sets that's totally retired, this was like from a while ago, you know, I forgot to seal it. I put everything back, and I guess like I wasn't thinking, I just was going about, you know, like, you know, my day after I got done with my nails, just doing, oh, come on, for crying out loud. And it was sitting here, it was Cape Coral, and I was like, okay, I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, okay, well, let me put that, I saw it sitting here, I was like, let me put that in my, you know, little stash that I have. And then I noticed, I was like, ooh, that smells like nail polish. Oh my gosh, would you believe that I didn't even like seal it? And so I took one of them out to test it, and there's no way to use these now. Like, they're all, I'm like, oh, come on. So don't forget to seal them up if you're gonna try to keep them. I mean, they're not guaranteed anyway, you know, but they're not guaranteed if you try to save them. They're on one-use only product, so just keep that in mind. You know, if you do try to save your strips and then they don't, you know, they're all dried out or they don't work, or you know, yeah, they are not really intended for multiple uses, but you know, I want to save them because I have some favorites like Web of Lies. Oh my gosh, like, could you guys, we need like that to be like a standard every single year, right? Like, that just needs to always be in, they just need to put that in the Halloween catalog, like for the Halloween sets. So I'm really excited for the fall sets that are gonna be coming out. It's not coming out anytime, you know what I mean? Like, come on, it's July right now. So we're not, you know, that's not happening right just now. But I get really excited every time there is like a new release. That's a big release like that, you know? It's a big deal. I did use an alcohol prep pad before I started, so I just wanted to let you guys know. I know that you don't see me sometimes open the sets on camera very often unless I'm, you know, in my live, and then sometimes I don't open them. I just get them all set up. Just so that there's not so much crinkling paper. I know that some people might like the sound of it opening, but if you're somebody that's maybe wearing a headset or something, that could be probably, I would think, a little bit annoying sometimes, you know. I guess I should put these guys on. Should I put them on now? Yeah, might as well, right? I'm just tucking it down in there before I take this backing off, and then folding it over like so, you know. You want it to be as, and I know, guys, I'm putting it down kind of like long. I like it like that. I like the design, and I don't want it to just be just a little tiny bit of the tips like that. I want it really long. I like that. I did consider actually doing whole nail and just doing like, ooh, maybe we should do that on one of them, like all the way down like that. Just have like a little peep at the bottom. What? Should I do that? Nah, we're not gonna do that on this set. Maybe some other set or something like that. Do like that on a different type of a look. I want to change my idea right just now, like where I had already. This is from the Destination Hawaii collection. That is part of our actual summer collection. So if you're looking for the Color Street, we have a core catalog now, and we have a, you know, we split up the seasons. We have mini collections, and then we actually have 4 collections for, so that is the actual summer collection, just so you know. Yeah. Destination Hawaii is the summer one. Just like the spring one was Electric Meadows, you know. Love it. This pink would be pretty to wear all on its own too. Oh, so this weekend, conference, Color Street Conference in Salt Lake City is happening. I will not be attending in person. I thought about it last year, kind of wanted to go, but it is so far. And, you know, and I was just like, I don't know. It's pretty far to go, you know. And last year I didn't go either because of it was pretty far. It was in Phoenix last year, and I thought maybe they would try to do it on like in a different area, but they just kept it on the West Coast and just in the western, you know, part of the United States, and then just moved it north. And so I didn't I was like, I'm gonna have to pass, but I will be attending virtually. I've never done any of the conferences, and I thought it would be fun. Last time I did a conference was a theater conference, and that was a long time ago. I used to do theater, and I would go to the conferences. And they were always just wonderful. And you would meet like so many different people and stuff, you know. While you're there, there was every single night, you know, like different theaters, local theaters, like wherever it was, you know, that they would have, you know, perform, you know what I mean, like plays or perform, you know, there would be like stuff happening. You know, if you ever go to the St. Pete or Tampa area, they have a big convention center there. They do have so many different theater groups. So if that's like one of the things that you really like, that area, they have so many, like, you know, to choose from, and you can see, you know, what each independent group is doing, if they'll be doing anything during that time while you're, if you like local theater and stuff. Some people don't, you know, but if you do, and that is something you enjoy. I'm gonna have to get, today's the last day for jellies. I feel like I'm gonna need some of these, some more. So I'm gonna place an order. Just hopefully we'll see. Also, there's like 2 movies that are getting released this weekend. Barbie movie, you guys. I never did catch The Little Mermaid. I know it has like 2 more days left or something in the theaters. Like I think it's leaving after this week, but I can always catch that like on Disney Plus and stuff. This one's a little crooked, but maybe that's just how my finger does like that. I don't know. Anyway, The Little Mermaid is like, Ariel's like one of my favorite, you know. She's one of my favorites, Disney princesses. I have a couple of favorite Disney like characters. I love Ariel. She was, you know, one of my favorites. Absolutely love Alice too. And I love Belle. I just love that story, you know. Beauty and the Beast story, and I love Alice in Wonderland. Everything. So I do like kind of, you know, I don't know what you would call that, like fantasy type, you know, or like whimsical maybe kind of art and stories, you know. And I don't know if you guys knew, but who Louis Wayne is. He is an artist and he does cats. He paints cats. And I have a painting, I mean, it's a copy, I guess, it's a print, called Cat's Nightmare. So it's a cat, you know, laying in a bed, and he's surrounded by, like, you know, just infinite owls, you know, so, and he's peeking out from the covers and stuff, and he was a scaredy cat. But I really like his art, and I recently got a coffee table book with his art in it, and I did not realize this, but there is now on Amazon Prime a movie about him, played by the actor who plays Doctor Strange in the Marvel movies. I don't know that actor's name. Otherwise I would say his name, but I don't know his name. So if you have Amazon Prime, you know, and I don't know, I just thought it would be really interesting. But anyways, as his you know, as he, you know, his career as an artist went on, his art got more and more and more and more crazy looking, you know. And so some of his stuff might look very, you guys, I don't know if you guys, when you guys were kids, you guys remember Richard Scarry, the little kind of fables. You guys remember the, I don't know if you guys even know who Richard Scarry is, but that type of art where they were kind of animals, but they also kind of were people. That's the way the cats kind of look like in some of his art. And there's dogs like that too, where they'll have like on clothes and shoes and stuff, and then sometimes they're just like regular old animals, you know? And then sometimes they're just these really crazy, you know, it's a big long stretch to tell it's a cat kind of thing, but it's just, I like him. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of him, if you guys like art or what have you. It's so good. I think it is anyway. So if you're a cat lover, go check it out. Go check him out. You might like it. Super cute stuff. But some of it's kind of like, are you serious? We're almost coming to a close on this mani set. So before I add this OPI, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this cure, and I'll add that later. I like to just show you guys what I like to add. I don't put it on right away, usually. I don't ever do that. I usually just let it cure a little while, and then I'll put that on. While you're letting your nail strips cure, just make sure you don't add any oil or water or anything really until it's kind of, you know, done, if you know what I mean. Oop, this one, the paper came right off with it. Oh, and if you've seen the movie, tell me if you liked it. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to see it. And I'm talking about the Louis Wayne movie. Louis, however it is pronounced. But you can also, if you're interested, obviously you can read like his Wikipedia page too, you know, give you a little extra on him. Anyways, the coffee table book that I got, it kind of shows, you know, his career. And it has a lot of his different work in it, but it doesn't have all of it in there. These are turning out to be so pretty, or I think they are. I actually haven't seen a lot of people wear this French set this year in nail fees. But I think it's pretty. I love that they added a little extra glitter to it too. It's so faint though. You know, that glitter is so faint in the actual French, you know, the Aloha Spirit part. Okay, so this is the one that I tried to follow, like sand it. So when you get those little kits, it has a little buffing block in it. So I tried to buff it down as like flat as it would go. When I did my Flora Flash, I just put way too much on and I wasn't able, I used Flora Flash, it was like a really pretty hot pink, neon pink, and it was awesome, but it just had a big old bubble right there. And it was because I wasn't able to really sand it down, because if I had put too much of a little glob, I don't think it was this, I think it was like one of these, but you know, that part has like since grown out. And my nails are finally back to normal, getting back to normal, you know. But we'll say that. So if you are trying to grow your nails out and they break sometimes, just find a shape that works the best for you. And then if you do get a little, some people just cut them all off, you know, if it starts, I rarely have a nail that goes, just breaks straight across. Sometimes it'll chip. It usually will chip this way, and that's why I'm trying to not do the flat one, you know, the flat square. So that's why I'm trying to do, you know, I'm trying to grow my nails in the way that they tend to break, so that there's less breakage, if that makes sense. But sometimes, and this happens when I'm cutting stuff in the kitchen, I will kind of cut through my nail a little bit, so that is, you can kind of see like right there, I did the same thing right there. I was like, oops. And that one I just kind of nicked, it didn't go all the way through, but yeah. So you might have seen like on this finger, like a lot of, on the very tip, like a lot of, not discoloration, but it like kind of looked see-through and stuff. That was from damage that had happened from, I don't remember if that was whenever don't do this, but I pulled the polish off like that, or I was like, sometimes I pick, I try not to, usually I don't do it anymore, but it was still growing off, so you might see like on a couple of my nails where, and this nail has like a line that grows through it because it grows and sometimes it bends and stuff, so this one is difficult, but oh, let's make sure this one's pretty clean. Hold on, I gotta put it up right to my face, guys. Yeah, that's so cute. Okay. Now I need a beach day. Or a pool party. Or hey, I'll take a trip to Hawaii. I will say this, I have been to Hawaii once. And I went to Maui. That was the only island I went to. And it was gorgeous while I was there. Absolutely gorgeous. I went a long time ago though. It was like 2008 when I went. A long time ago. And it was breathtaking, and it just looked like a postcard because of the areas that I went were not like overly crowded. Now, I don't know what it's like there now, you know, because I haven't been, but one of the reasons I decided I didn't want to go to Oahu was because of, I heard it was so crowded, and I just wanted something that was not going to be super, I don't know, I didn't want like a whole lot of that, you know what I mean? What I call the rat race. I did not want any of that. And plus I didn't really care at the time about seeing the Pearl Harbor stuff or anything. I really just wanted postcard Hawaii. And I wanted to hike and see everything, like see the beauty of the actual island, not go there for shopping. You know what I mean? I can do that here. I think I did get a couple of things, like I bought like a sarong or something, but that was it. I didn't buy a bunch of stuff while I was there. I just got a little sarong kind of thing. That was really cute, I thought. Which I'm sure wasn't exclusive to anything, but it was at a store called Serendipity. Yeah, so it was just... But one of the things about that, oh my gosh, and I gotta say this, if you are going to Hawaii, get a Jeep or a convertible and do the road to Hana. Do the road to Hana and make sure you just, that's what you're doing that day. Get up really early and start and, you know, go. And if you don't feel comfortable driving, take a tour. It is so many waterfalls, so many stops. It's just amazing. It's an amazing trip. Like, it's just an amazing scenic drive. You know, there's little spots to pull over the whole way. It is so worth it to just take the whole day and do that. That's the kind of stuff I wanted to do. I didn't want to be like out, let's go to the mall. I mean, come on. There were like, oh, and they have like fresh fruit places everywhere, and it's just a really beautiful state. I'm very lucky to have that, you know, as one of our states, I believe. Or in my opinion, I do. You know, and just be respectful if you go to, like, you know, no matter where you're traveling in the United States or wherever, just be respectful of, like, people and the culture and the environment for wherever you're going, you know. You want to be respectful of that. Take pictures and leave only footprints, right? Okay, we're all done. And what do you guys think? So I like it. I think it's fun and loud and summery. So I'll see you guys next week. I'll talk to you later. Enjoy your summer. Bye-bye.